Right guys, I'm back for another episode of Transfer Centre, I think. I can't remember the title of my own bloody series. So, I've wrote down a few specific teams that I remembered people asked for, and the first one I want to start off with is Leeds. Bradley Johnson is undergoing a medical with Norwich, and Norwich are going for, I think it's 2 players from Leeds, so Norwich have been really active, but I'll go on to them in a minute. So Leeds are interested in Jack Cork, plus there's quite a few teams interested in him. He seems quite a hot prospect and a lot of people want him, so I've never heard of him personally, but might go and check him out. Robert Snodgrass offer rejected of 3.5 million that Norwich offered, wanting to buy Snodgrass, so I think he's definitely worth more than 3.5 million, so Norwich should increase their offer if they really want him. Just what I think about Leeds' current activity in the transfer market is Leeds seems to be selling a lot of core players and there doesn't seem to be much coming in. Leeds need to strengthen and build because they can't finish a season off without losing form towards the end. And selling these main players that they're like the core building blocks of their team, and they're selling them, and basically they don't seem to be getting the same sort of quality back in, which is a bit disappointing really. And they've released 2 players, and one's Richard Naylor and Shane Higgs, I think. So I'm going to move on to Tottenham, and Harry Redknapp says no deals are close at the moment for any players, which is a shame because they're planning on spending quite a bit of money on some top players. But they have put a bid in for Abel Hernandez for 8.9 million. But Palmeiro want 20 million, so I don't know if Tottenham will go that high. It would be good to see if they do. Palacios is at advanced stages of talks with Napoli, and Tottenham paid 12.5 million for him off Wigan, so I'm sure they'll want to try and get back a bit of that, so I think it might probably be in the region of about 14 million. Might even be even higher with the way the transfer market is at the moment. Everyone seems to be completely overpriced. It's quite ridiculous. Harry Redknapp is keen to keep Peter Crouch, and I honestly don't know why. I know Sunderland want him, and I think they could make a bit of money off him. He doesn't seem to be consistent enough for Tottenham. He doesn't seem to get enough games either, and especially if they want to sign a few more players, I doubt he's going to really get that much playing time, especially if they want to build Harry Redknapp wants to start playing Defoe a bit more and get him back in the team and try and get his form back. I don't really see where Crouch fits in that team, to be honest. Tottenham's only confirmed transfer is Brad Friedel, but they need to sign high quality players to keep Modric from going, which seems to be like the Man United are the favourites. Well, I've only heard Man U were going in for him, so they need to start signing some top players to keep him from leaving, because I'm sure they don't, because Tottenham players love him as far as I know, and I know why. He's an amazing player. So they don't really have the pulling power of teams like Man U, Chelsea, Arsenal, and even Liverpool. Liverpool's got their history on their side, and the fans are good. So, but they don't, because they're not in the Champions League. They can't offer like top class European football for a player, and that's what a lot of players want, and that's why Ashley Young's going to Man U to test himself at the highest level. I'll move on to Norwich now. They've got Steve Morrison on a 3-year deal from Millwall for an undisclosed fee, which I'm not sure how much that would be. I honestly don't know too much about him, but they're hopeful of signing Elliot Bennett from Brighton, and I've never heard of him either. They've got Bradley Johnson, as I said, from Leeds, and they're looking very busy, but are the players they're getting in Premiership quality, or are they just buying players for Championship level? I'll move on to just general news. Spanish newspapers are reporting that Espanyol's Pablo Azraldo is set to join Tottenham or Atletico Madrid, so there's a potential player, but he's not really a star player that's going to give the rest of the players confidence and want to make them stay. Here's a bit of a shocking one. Marcus Senna's agent has confirmed Swansea's interest, and that'll be quite a good buy. That was. I remember when Man U wanted him a few years ago. He's old, but you need some experience, and I think that'll be a good buy for Swansea. Newcastle United's highly rated teenager Kazenga Lualua wants to go back to Brighton Hove Albion on a permanent deal, and I don't know too much about that, but I thought it was quite interesting. Lens fullback Serge, or Aurier, I think, or the name you pronounce it, has revealed he is in talks with a Premiership team, but he doesn't specify that, and I don't know who it could be. A lot of the lower teams in the Premiership seem to be being very active in the transfer window. Joe Hart has asked Man City for more money, which I think, obviously, you can ask Man City for as much money as you want, and if they really want him, they'll have to give him the money, and I think it's a bit ridiculous, to be honest. Boyata, I think he plays for, I don't know, Chelsea, I think, but don't keep me to that, but he's open to a move to Everton, and I think that's the first transfer news I've heard about Everton, actually. No, my luck, I would have wrote something down on the next piece of paper about Everton. Ashley Young agrees terms with United for a alleged fee of 16 million, which seems like a bargain. And here's another shock. Sully Muntari is intrigued by Queen's Park Rangers speculation. It's quite random, quite interesting. And I'm going to move away from football because it's been very interesting today, and especially with I don't even know what it's called. The tennis going on Birmingham at the moment. Andy Murray, this is what it said. Andy Murray demolished Andy Roddick 6-3, 6-1. Nadal is out to Joe Wilfred Tsonga. Nadal won the first set 7-6, and then Tsonga, I think it's Tsonga, but don't quote me on that. He beat him 6-4 and then 6-1. So Nadal got sort of smashed, basically. So tennis is hot enough, and it's quite interesting. And Strauss, the England cricketer, has been given an OBE. So I thought I might include more random news for other sports in more often, and for the other teams I will do in the next episode. I'm going to try and get through each Premiership team and tell you what they've been doing in the transfer window, and I'll go back over some of them just to check I haven't missed anything that's happening in the next few weeks. So basically, any big news about any club in the Premiership or in the Championship maybe, or all over the world, I will bring the news to you as soon as I find out. So hope you've enjoyed the episode. I put quite a bit of effort into this one, and I was planning on bringing it out tomorrow, but I thought I'll bring it out today because I didn't know what other videos I'm going to bring out. So hope you've enjoyed it. Have a nice day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow. Bye.